Good morning, ladies, and happy Monday. Rise on up. It is the start of a brand new day. Let's get to moving. Brand new week. Hopefully this message finds you well. Nice, good, restful weekend. Got a lot done, not gonna lie. Had some good conversations too with people that I know. And yeah, I can say that my initial plan was not to hop on Ecclesiastes, hopefully. That's how you pronounce it. Probably gonna butcher the name of this chapter. However, I wasn't gonna hop on until after my birthday, September 1st. August 31st is my birthday, but I wasn't gonna start until September 1st back on Bible studying online because it does take a lot of time in the morning, preparation, really just zoning in, because I don't want to give you word or read when my heart is not exactly there. It's just the respect of it all. However, quite a few people, including the most important person right now in my life, says that if I'm going to prioritize anything, definitely can't be this. This is definitely something I should be doing for myself. Not just for myself, but also for others' motivation. Maybe they just can't hear the Bible, which I have helped along the way, and still give advice to some that send me messages. So I am going to stick on with the fight. We're going to figure out how to get all of this done, and we're going to do it with God's good grace as well as some favor. So Ecclesiastes is background, is a search for life's meaning. Is life worth living, or is it just a meaningless existence that ends in futility? Now, verse 1 goes like this. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit has a man from all his labor in which he toils under the sun? One generation passes away and another generation comes. But the earth abides forever. The sun also rises, and the sun goes down and hastens to the place where it arose. The wind goes toward the south and turns around to the north. The wind whirls about continually and comes again on its circuit. Verse 7, all the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. To the place from which the rivers come, there they return again. All things are full of labor. Men cannot express it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. That which has been is what will be. That which is done is what will be done. And there is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of which it may be said, see, this is new? It has already been in ancient times before us. Verse 11, there is no remembrance of former things, nor will there be any remembrance of things that are to come, but those who will come after. Now we're going to be talking about the grief of wisdom. Verse 12, I, the preacher, was king over Israel and Jerusalem. And I set my heart to seek and to search out by wisdom concerning all that is done under heaven. This is burdensome task, has given to the sons of man, by which they may be exercised. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and indeed all is vanity and grasping for the wind. Verse 15, what is crooked cannot be made straight, and what is lacking cannot be numbered. I communed with my heart, saying, look, I have attained greatness, and have gained more wisdom than all who were before me in Jerusalem. My heart has understood great wisdom and knowledge, and I set my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is grasping for the wind. Last verse 18, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. If that isn't an understatement. Again, last verse of today, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. I see with the wisdom means the trials and tribulations to determine exactly how we go about our trial based off of our mouths, how we executed it, how we conducted ourselves, it's everything. It is, and that I definitely didn't understand. I always like, why me? But My gray hairs, I know, is wisdom. A lot of wisdom. Not perfect wisdom, but wisdom from making the mistakes and knowing what the red flags are. So all is well, though. Now, some context behind chapter 1 real quick before we head off for the day. Vanity is used figuratively to describe that which is without substance or transitory. It carries the concept of ultimate meaningless, emptiness, or worthlessness. The preacher began on less than a positive note by declaring that earthly life was hollow and meaningless. Life is meaningless because it is a treadmill going nowhere. The word translated profit refers to gain accrued from a business transaction. Koheleth, which is the person that was writing this, cited evidence to support his evaluation of the vanity of all human effort. Generation follows generation in a monotonous fashion. The sun rises, sets, and comes up again. The wind whirls about on its own circular note. Even the movement of waters on the earth's surface follows a routine, monotonous pattern. The author viewed life as constantly in motion, but never achieving a meaningful goal. And under the sun is a frequent and significant phrase used in Ecclesiastes. The phrase indicates a limited focus of his vision, and an earthly observer, he could not seem to get his eyes above the limited perspective of life on earth. And that is all for today's Bible study, ladies. We are about to get in to a good portion of the book, and I'm actually happy. It's probably wise that I do keep feeding my soul, because it's going to be a trying time. However, I'm going to get myself moving, going to get gym clothes on and head to the gym and get myself the day going. It's early, but I need to because I definitely see a difference when I stick to my routine. So, to a blessed and amazing day ahead. If you need prayer, hop on below. If not, hop on over to Facebook, Instagram. I post daily. We can just converse there. But it's a beautiful week. Talk to you soon and be blessed.